mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. In a moment now, we'll look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lopez.
Maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking. The Hawks ran over the last few years. I'm sure it's something aware of it.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up.
David Aldridge is standing by for our preview report. Dave, good evening.
I'ma need you to back up.
Well, for the Milwaukee Hawks, they have been in a dry spell.
I'ma need you to back up.
Playoff series since 2001.
I'ma need you to back up.
Superstar
I'ma need you to back up.
leading the way.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up.
Unless you thinking I'm jumping and leaking the Leo, it's leaking immediately. Show up this evening and wait till you sleeping and wrap you up nice and neat in them sheets. Kick the open, I'm scanning for motion. I'm just trying to make all my pockets obese. Don't want the coochie, I just want the Lucci. So me and all of my poochies can meet. Might rob 2 chains for his loose chains. Take his booth thing, got the PF chains and take him cake and steak or something. Drop kick, yeah, in the face or something. Looking at me like I'm opaque or something. Nigga, don't I look like Drake or something? Chicken girl, make an earthquake or something. Better tell mankind undertaker coming.
Clint Capella is out there with John Collins. And it's Young in at the point. And for Milwaukee, Matthews and Middleton, the 2 wings. This is before with Lopez the 5. It's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Under the seven, I'm gonna echo. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. From off the top, the flow inside, they got that shot. Come from off the top, they know I be smart to this spot. Come from off the top, the flow inside, they got that shot. Come from off the top,
I'd expect to see some of the again for the guys coming off the bench.
The Hawks shooting their first free throws of this game.
This is scenario, I'm in your area. This is your burial, definitely. Turn up your stereo, get this bitch jumping like Mario. Now you ain't fucking with me. You niggas terrible, I might embarrass you right here in front of your whole family. Sick, getting carry on, spitting malaria, hotter than fucking Nigeria. This is the year of the beer, left the hair on the chair, so they know we was here. Staring at fear like a deer when the car coming near in the middle of the road, bit of beer. You don't wanna rock with the man, hands off for the grands, counting up bands while I talk to the fans. Who I could jam, who's top, who's a fan, now everybody wanna be friends. How you said I'm just fine in the right place at the wrong time. I said I go crazy out of my mind, and I think back from that he wrote down, and it might scrape and it might grind, call and it might shine. I'm so down, switch the time, make quick hide and bitch.
He's just always trying to make the right play.
Back to Capella, pass to Herter. From deep. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Knicks. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo, the Greek freak, showing again how committed he is when he takes that ball inside off the drop.
Young dishes to Capella. Lets it go from deep. The Hawks again can't hit.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And Herter gets it to go.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
There's the pass to Middleton. Drops in the tray.
Good job by Bledsoe to lay into that defender. That's what we call putting the wood on him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here's Collins. He's coming off a 28-point game against New York. And that one is off. Good D by Matthews.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And how about now a quick check of the league's assist leaders. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Second is Trae Young.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Yeah, I love the mentality getting inside. I mean, they've been bottled up in there, but when you attack the paint, generally good things are going to happen for you.
Now Young, after the missed 3 from Lopez. Capella, the pass to Young. Knocked away. Floats it up for Giannis. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Decent at spotting his teammates. You know, Bledsoe is good, I think, at reading the defense and then recognizing when he's got an open teammate.
The Hawks trail by 7. Here's Young. He's coming off a 31-point game against New York.
And even if you took away his points, he was still an offensive force because of his passing. His assist numbers were tremendous.
2 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Count it. Good.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebounding.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And no good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played. Young against Bledsoe. Young with the ball. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. For 3, Middleton. Rebound, Atlanta. Young drives in, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this bad.
Up and in for the basket, number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now. And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. And Clark with Giannis, you could see the change in his demeanor last year. You know, he knew he was unguardable when he was on the floor.
Well, guys, you know you're special when you can say nobody can stop me, and the general consensus is you're right. I mean, I can't think of any player in the NBA that's really suited to guard Giannis with his blend of speed and strength and ball skills. That guy handles the ball exceptionally well for a big man.
Looking now at the numbers for Middleton. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level, getting around 24 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now, here is Young. Giannis kicks to Matthews. Bledsoe looking around. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Matthews, no good.
Unnecessary to go to the fadeaway there. It wasn't needed. Could have just kept it simple and taken the easy shot.
It's hauled in by Giannis. Matthews goes in, and it's Matthews with the jam.
And Matthews is just vicious on the drive. Solid and sprinting all the way inside for the layup. You don't see guys do that as much. They run into that three-point line. Matthews right to the rack.
Collins with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. The free throw drops for Bledsoe. Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid. Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Here is Ilyasova after the made shot from Jeff Teague. It's back to Hill, banked in off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 14.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now, here's Dedmon. 14 points from him the last game against New York.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Bembry the pass to Teague. Now here is Carter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Bembry. The three-pointer no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Connaughton kicks to Ilyasova. Now Antetokounmpo. He's got 10. Just 5 to shoot. No good from Connaughton. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Dedmon passes to Reddish. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Ilyasova.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
Poked away. And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Teague. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And while we have a chance, here are the teams that have swatted away the most shots this season. In the third spot, the Bucks.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Free throw good, Teague.
And Teague is a little reserved, but he's a natural leader, a guy who commands respect, I think, on both ends of the floor.
Robin Lopez has checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Teague gets 2 free throws.
Well, Milwaukee is exactly what a small market success story looks like.
Yeah, you know, a great eye for talent and also some good fortune in landing a player like Giannis in the draft. And small market teams have to home grow their superstars. Then they made smart moves surrounding Giannis with talent and an outstanding coach. The front office deserves buku credit for how they've turned this team into a finals contender.
The first free throw is good.
Tell you what, George Hill is one of my favorite players to watch. A veteran point guard. He's bounced around a bit the last few seasons, but he gives you leadership, toughness, a cool demeanor, and he's one of the smartest players I've ever been around. Brings value to every team that he plays on.
Both free throws good from Hill. And with Hill, as you said, Clark, he's a perfect fit as a second-unit leader.
Yeah, I love the fact that George Hill really gives you everything you need in the backcourt. He's an excellent defender, makes really good decisions, can score the ball when you need him to. And he's ideal to come off the bench because he packs a lot of production into short playing stints.
Now, here is Hill. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Hill passes to Lopez. From 10 feet out, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Hawks trail by 14. Here's Resch. Here's Dedmon. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Hill with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Good work defensively by Carter.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor, shoots the three well for a young player, and you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5.
The first one falls, and the Bucks with some changes. Williams comes in for Ilyasova, and it's Korver in for Pat Connaughton. So he gets them both. 55 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Hill kicks to Korver. Pass to Lopez. Back to Korver. Pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 15. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta. It's a 10-point game. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Korver finds Hill. From the stripe. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Bucks ahead. They're up by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player? Because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 5 player. With his skill set and physical tools, he can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
And so in the game for the Hawks, Teague out there at Bembry. Then it's Reddish. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in at the power forward. Bucks leading by 12. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket in this one.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Teague finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Man, I love the way Teague keeps his concentration, his focus, not allowing the defense to ruffle him at all.
Outside Williams. To the inside. Here's Hill. No good on that one. Great D that time from Teague. To the wing right side. And the wide open shot from Reddish. Off the mark and a chance to trim it to single digits. DiVincenzo passes to Hill. And that one's on target from the wing. Hill's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks. For Atlanta, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Kyle Korver. Zone defense, Clark, being played now by a lot of teams. It's amazing that even with that, the point totals just continue to rise.
And you know what? I attribute the point totals continuing to rise to a couple of things. One, the volume of three-point shots that are being taken. And I think teams are playing at a little faster pace universally. You don't see as much walking the ball up the floor as I think you may have seen in years past.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for George Hill. And then for Atlanta, Collins checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Hunter comes in for DeAndre Bembry. And Trae Young subbed in for Teague. And he's good on the second. Milwaukee leading by 13. Bledsoe passes to Williams. Outside Korver. A shot by Middleton. Wide open. And a miss there on the triple. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Young. Collins in the post. Lopez is there. Pass to Fernando. There's the 3. He can't get that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Down low. And here is Williams. No points in the game yet for him. And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here's Reddish. He's coming off a 22-point game against New York.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Now here's Korver after the miss from Cam Reddish. Middleton looking it over. The pass to Lopez. Over Reddish. Bank shot, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Passes to Young. Shoots from 14. And Reddish, the bucket on the assist from Young. Reddish has got 7 points.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
Bledsoe outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, while Eric Bledsoe isn't a 20-point-per-game scorer like he was in Phoenix, you could argue that he's a more effective player since coming to Milwaukee. His efficiency is at a career-high level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Giannis comes in for Williams. And it's Matthews in for Kyle Korver. Bledsoe hits them both. And for Bledsoe and the Bucks, he's been a great fit, Clark, as a third option on the team.
Yeah, I agree, guys, because it really comes down to recognizing the right spot and right role for you with your team. And Bledsoe himself recognizes that. He says he's the happiest he's ever been since coming to Milwaukee.
Young for three. They get it back. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Sinks the triple.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Now, here is Young to the inside. Collins. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best-kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
First one falls for him. And with the playoffs ahead, some have argued for a play-in tournament, Clark, to determine the 6 through 10 seeds. What do you think of that?
An interesting concept. In theory, it certainly might allow for more teams to be engaged down the stretch. You know, with Adam Silver, he's very much interested in seeing how to make the game better in every way. So there are no sacred cows. Just because it's been done one way before doesn't mean that he's not looking at ways to change it for improvement.
And keep that fan base really interested.
Yeah, that's a big part of what's made the league as successful as it has been worldwide.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. Now, we all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters. But he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, I guess that's what being an all-star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win. Kevin?
First-time all-star and well-deserved. David, thank you.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws. And 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo.
And they've done a better job at the line this quarter. They've got that free throw percentage up to almost 90%.
Pass to Capella. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Collins. Young passes to Capella. From deep three-point range, Herter, no good. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston. And again, the Bucks miss. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Hunter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Young passes to Hunter. That one, no good. Good D by Lopez. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Clark, many fans thought Brook Lopez might have lost it after his stint with Los Angeles, but, you know, he was reborn after joining the Bucks.
Yeah, sometimes a fresh start re-energizes you and helps you change your game. This guy was, though, a 20-point scorer a night in the past, so he can put it in the basket. He didn't get those kind of numbers with the Bucks, but really was exactly what they needed as a big guy who could shoot the three and also be a rim protector inside.
And the Bucks making a change here. Connaughton's checked in. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Carter's checked in. Capella dishes to Carter. Pass to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. Shot by Collins, no good. Milwaukee leading by 17. Here's Bledsoe. But they recover it. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Now here is Carter. 9-point game his last outing. Collins finds Capella. And here's Young from the arc. Gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 from the floor this game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Young against Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Rebound by the Hawks. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Shots good from Young.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. Another miss by Giannis. The Hawks trail by 14 for the 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Matthews. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
That free throw, no good. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. Why'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Now here's Teague. He's got 6 and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, and Teague keeps defenders off balance, out of their comfort zone, and quite often because of that, he's able to draw fouls.
For Atlanta, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And the first one drops. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Teague hits 2 free throws.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Here's the lob into the Kumbo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Teague against Giannis. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Carter kicks to Teague. Here's Dedmon. It's hauled in by Ilyasova. Milwaukee leading by 14. Hill passes to Giannis. Here's DiVincenzo. Teague covering. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hawks passing it around. Capella with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And it's Carter missing. Milwaukee is gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Antetokounmpo finds Hill. Dedmon with the block. Inside, here's Capella. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. 6 points for Clint Capella.
Never easy trying to stop Capella. The closer he is to the basket, the more dangerous he becomes.
Giannis is double. DiVincenzo. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now here's Teague. He's got 8. And it's Carter missing. Here's Giannis.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Here's Dedmon, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Teague can't hit.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Giannis outside. No good on the 3. And so it's Milwaukee in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've been playing some ferocious defense. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 assists. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half he played. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
We're seeing the Giannis effect. First player to ever finish in the top 20 in all 5 major statistical categories. Come on, man. Are you kidding me? It doesn't speak for his overall impact, but I just want to tell you that's impressive.
And Shaq, what'd you see from Atlanta?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls. Let's go.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wings. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now Bledsoe after the missed 3 from Trae Young. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice looking set shot for Lopez. He can stretch the floor just about to the three-point line.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And high quality numbers for him all season.